The following broadcast is a member of the Place to Be Nation family. Visit us at placetobenation.com, the only place to be in your pop culture world. Hello and welcome to the first What If scenario of the brand new Place to Be Nation YouTube channel. I'm Callum, as you will have heard me from a couple of different podcasts on the Wrestling Network and from the introduction video. I didn't speak on the last video, but the introduction video certainly. On that introduction video, I did mention that one of the things that we'd be doing on the new channel would be to simulate what would happen if the world was normal, shall we say. In 2020, if 2020 didn't go full 2020 on us, what would have happened to various different sports leagues? One of them was the NBA. So I do have NBA 2K20 firing up in the background as we speak. It's just going to do its thing at the minute. And I'll show you setting up the league, and we'll probably play opening day. And I'll just mess about with it to see what's going to be best. This will evolve with any comments and feedback, because I want to make it the most entertaining viewing for you out there. I know next to nothing about basketball. I know the big names. I know your LeBrons, your Steph Currys, the late great Kobe Bryant. So I know the basics about basketball. Get the ball in the hoop, score more points than your opponent is the name of the game. I do appreciate all the talent these guys have as well, but being a short man, I've never really had an affinity with basketball, but that may change, but I do know that a lot of our nation out there are big basketball fans. So what I'll plan to do is I'll just transition this over now, because that's it all fired up in the background, as I will show you me setting up the league. I don't want anyone to think that I'm biased for, against, or otherwise to anyone that's out there. As I say, I don't have any dogs in the fight. I'm not a big basketball fan, but certainly I don't want anyone to think that I'm prejudiced against or towards any teams. So I'm just going to show you, for full transparency, what I'm going to do to set it up. So we're going to have a full 82 game season. That's a given. Quarter length, 6 minutes. We may watch some games. I don't know how frequent that's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a game a day. It may be a game or two every week, just the big games. Certainly, as we get closer to the quote unquote playoffs, in real as it would be, that we would certainly watch some more crunch ties to see for anyone on the bubble or whatnot. Yes, let's say on to that and on to that. Adjust stats for played games to match simulated quarter length. Oh no, no, I don't want that. Do we want that? Let's just go no. No fantasy draft. We want to see what it would be like if we. I will take that as a given. I believe it is all best of 7. Derived from yes, salary cap is on. Yes, trades. Yep. No, because I've not been playing anybody. It's not really going to be an issue. To start with the injuries assigned in the roster. No. Game difficulty doesn't really bother me, because I'm not going to be playing anything. Just go. Let's just say that's all good. Okay. Select all. Select all. Oh, we've gone the wrong way. Select all again. So all user teams. So what we want to do is automatic game participation, automatic staff management, automatic auto everything. Let's just say I'm going to be doing nothing on here. NBA 2K is an excellent simulation, so they'll know what to do, and I'm in. So opening night, 22nd of October. October of last year, before we knew what was going to hit us this year. So we've got that looks like it's the Hawks against is that Toronto? So that would be the champions of last year playing the Hawks, and then you've got the Lakers and the Clippers. So I know some things. Right, okay. So there is some that's got a television symbol on it, but I take it there'll be games on every day that's got the TV symbol on it. In fact, let me go tomorrow. Again, this is all just messed about with it. Right, so the Celtics are playing the Clippers tomorrow, as it would be in this game. So let's have a look at that. Simcast Live, the real time. So right, okay, we could do that then. Daily view. I'm sort of learning on the go here, so this will be an interesting one. It will get better, I do promise you, for that one. So, obviously we've just started. This is everyone's trading blocks there. Got Untouchables who were looking for the 76, they're looking at Anthony Davis, apparently. Giannis untouchable for the Bucks. That's not a surprise. I do know some people. Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers. I think I would imagine he'd be untouchable because I believe he's just joined the Clippers. So we've got the playoff picture. We'll keep an eye on this all the time, just to keep a look on it. But I think there might be a more general view. Yes, so there's a more general league view. Again, for anyone who's played this game more often than I have, please let me know if I'm doing anything wrong. If there's anything that you want to see, again, there'll be no power rankings, I imagine, because yes, there's no power rankings at all because there's no games have been played. But this might be something to look out for. If there is anything you want to see me look at, please let me know. I don't know my way around this game too well. I did get it just to see how it would go and see how the season would have played out in full. Obviously, it's not going to be entirely accurate, but it's as accurate as we're going to be. 2K is pretty good at that. So, social media. Let's see what's trending. Not that it matters necessarily, but we've got the Lakers sitting at number 1 in the power rankings to start the season. That will certainly. The Lakers seem to be the team to beat. That'll help. That'll be good for some people to hear. Right. So let's kick off. Back. Right. So we'll go to tonight. So who was the first team that we're going to play? The Clippers were going to play, weren't they? So Clippers have played the Lakers. And it wasn't the Hawks, sorry, it was Narlands. It seems like it was if I saw that down the bottom. Okay, so we'll go in here. Now, what's going to be better out of these two? Right, I'll try one of each. There's 2 games. I will try one of each just now. So we'll start with the Lakers and the Clippers. So we'll go with Simcast Live for the LA Derby, as we would call it here. Right, okay. So that one of these before any games. Right, so what times does it start then? See if I can get both of them. Doesn't say. Right, okay. Right, we'll go with this one anyway. Simcast Live, and if need be, I can do the 23rd. Right, okay. So Simcast Live. Here we go. So Lakers at the Clippers. Okay, we'll just do this. Release. I don't want to do anything manually. I don't really care. Okay, so I'm going to Clippers. Eyes closed. for that one. Okay, so here we go. First game of the 1920 NBA season simulation live on Place to Be Nation YouTube. So let us know in the comments below, or if you want to tweet at us at PTBN YouTube, or at Place to Be Nation on Twitter. Let us know how you think the season would have gone if we were allowed to play a full 82 game season. Obviously we'll never know now, but that's by the by. Oh, and that's the first shot of the game. Missed there. That's not going to be. Oh, can I get an on-court view? On-court view. How's it? Oh, no. Okay, it's not going to let me do it. Let's speed this up a bit, shall we? So not a very high scoring game so far. 2 minutes into the 2 minutes into the simulated league season. Lakers absolutely taking it to the Clippers here so far. Clippers call a timeout early doors. That's probably wise. Okay, so that's not going to speed up at all. Okay. Clippers finally get themselves on the board. This might be a bit too fast, I don't know. Please let me know, obviously. And if you want to see the games in full and not simmed, let me know that as well, because we can make that work. Obviously it might not be as immersive doing it this way, seeing everyone's faces about, and even that is still quite and it's quite quick. So there's 3 times the speed on there. Whereas we come down to the last minute, the first quarter. Oh, Clippers are somewhat coming back into it. They didn't go off to the best start. Lakers missing a few here. There we go. Last 10 seconds of the first quarter, and that'll be it for that. Yep, there we go. End of the first quarter. The Lakers up 14-8 on the Clippers, on their near neighbours. So near, in fact, that you would almost think they play in the same arena. Clippers start the second quarter as they finish the first one, missing shots. LeBron James seen a lot of the ball. There's no surprise with that one. Somebody that I've heard of. Oh, good move there. So, just come up to halfway into the simulated second quarter as another timeout called by the Clippers, which we will skip, and we'll get back to it. Lakers are making the most of their time in possession with the ball here. That was a nice move though. I don't know if all these, like, there's a lot of missed shots for me anyway. I don't know if this is normal. I might see, or it could just be early season nerves. The rebuild job for the Lakers is on. So, coming into the last minute of the second quarter here. Lakers up 13. And, sorry, they're up. Right, they're up 11 now. They're up 9 now. And we are in the start of the second half here. Lakers up 33-19 on their arena neighbours, their arena mates. I always wonder what it must feel like to share an arena with someone. Like, share the same arena as another team that plays the same sport. Do you have two home dressing rooms? Or do they just mix it up so when it's a Lakers home game, the Clippers have to use the away dressing room? I don't know if it really makes that much of a difference. All these arenas are state of the art now. They'll probably have the same comforts. It's not like this. You hear stories about the away dressing rooms being made inhospitable. Like over here, it's anyway. Clippers are going to need to mount a big comeback here. They've been down almost double digits for most of the game. They've been hovering high single, low double digits for most of the game here. But I do know that basketball is a game of momentum. You can have big swings. Well, that was well done there. Lovely three there. So once you get a bit of momentum behind you, it can be difficult. It's like any sport; you can be difficult to overcome. Both teams are now getting into the rhythm of things here. Leads down to 5 now, back up to 8 now, and we get a timeout for the Clippers as we just under a minute and a half left in the third quarter. First missed free throw, only 1 or 2 there. So it's a 4-point game, so the Clippers are now coming back into it. So, one more chance before the end of the third quarter for the Clippers here. They're going to need to make something happen, and he missed the 3 there, but it's a 4-point game now, so they have brought it back as we go into the fourth quarter here. 6 minutes left, and are now down to a 2-point game. So the Clippers have come back in it. They have got the momentum behind them. Can the Lakers do anything to stop the momentum? Can they hang on? It's building to a nice crescendo as this game here. And there we go. We have a tie game with 4.5 minutes left of the fourth. And there we go. So the Lakers take a timeout with 4 minutes and a second left to play in the game. They've been clawed back. The Clippers, as I was saying, were struggling big time. They were missing shots left, right and centre in the first half. They built the momentum, they've come back. They're now 2 points in it. They're now ahead by 2. Lakers need to get something going here with 4 minutes left of the game. So, clutch 3 there to take the lead again. So this game is swinging back and forward, and a missed 3 from the Clippers. A 3-point game. The Lakers have now got a bit of breathing space. Just under 2.5 minutes left, and the Lakers call another timeout with 2:17 left on the clock, up by 1. So we're coming into the crunch time here towards the end of the game. Both teams still in with a big chance of winning. Going to be an exciting finish to the game. What I think I might do is bring this now down as we get closer to the end of the game. Bring it down to 2x speed, and maybe for the last minute or so, we'll just play it in real time. The Clippers call a timeout with 1:39 left on the clock. 3-point game in favour of the Lakers. What's going to happen in this last 1:39? That's not going to help the Clippers. Missing a 2-point effort right underneath the bucket. The Lakers need to make something happen there, and that's another miss one, but they have made it. It's a 1-point game with a minute left. We'll bring it down to 1x speed here. Lakers just taking their time with the ball, and they make another 2 there. It is a 3-point game with 42 seconds left in the game. The Clippers had a fantastic fight back. They looked, and another miss. When the Clippers were down by double digits, and they've made a fantastic comeback to start leading, and that is superb from the Lakers. It is a 5-point game as the Clippers call a timeout with 28 seconds left of the game. They need to get something going in the last 30 seconds. 5 points in it. I do know that in basketball 30 seconds can be a long time towards the end of the game, but they do need to get something going. And nothing seems to be happening for them. And the Leonard throws up and misses the 3. That could be the game now. Intentional foul coming into this time period now. And there we go, we're just running down the clock. 13.5 seconds to go. Only one there, but it's a 6-point game with 10 seconds left to play. The Lakers have fought off a Clippers comeback. There's another missed effort, another missed 3. The Lakers have fought off a Clippers comeback. They will start the season with a win on the road, technically, to the Los Angeles Clippers. Get some in-game highlights here. It's Kawhi Leonard's highlights of the game, so we're going to get some of that. We're going to get any from Paul George. Oh, I think we're going to get highlights of... we could get highlights of everyone. So, is there any way to get proper highlights? Oh, that doesn't seem to be. Get that box score. There's some of Kawhi's best bits. I believe I could be a year out, but I think this might have been LeBron James's first game as a Los Angeles Laker. Let's see some of his best bits as well. He's quite good at this game, isn't he? Excellent. So, First game of the season is complete for the two LA teams. It finished on a road victory for the Lakers, 60-54. They've run out to a quick 8-0 lead. There was at one point quite a big disparity between the teams, but then the Clippers went on a run. They came back and were leading at one point. They were leading with 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, and from there on in, it just went a bit wrong for them. It was a valiant fight back, but on the night, the Lakers were just that wee bit better. So, Lakers go 1-0 in the first game. You can see in the game down the bottom, Toronto, defending champions, 122 to 92 over the Pelicans at home. So it does seem that we can only play one game a day, which is fine. What games have we got on tap for the... I know we can try the Simcast not live. Although I did quite like that one. That was quite good. So we've got the Bulls against the Hornets, the Pistons against the Suns, the Cavaliers against, I believe that looks as if it's going to be the Wizards, the Wolves against the Nets, Grizzlies against the Heat, Celtics against the 76ers. I can't make that one out. Get the Knicks against the Spurs. Oklahoma against the Thunder against the Jazz, the Kings. Is that the Suns? Who was up here then? Oh, that's Detroit against the Pacers. Oh, Malice in the Palace. I do know about that. Unless it wasn't the Pacers they were playing, which I apologise. So that's the Kings against the Suns. Can't make that one out again, but I do know that's Portland. This will come. So I think, what should we do? I think the Celtics against the 76ers will be a good one to watch here. So let's try and do that, shall we? Let's go to see the Celtics up here then. Simulate with Simcast, and we'll go for the Celtics at the 76ers. Ah, right, okay, so this is just like this then. Right, okay. That's interesting. Not as good as the first one. The Celtics do come out again, road victory over the Philadelphia 76ers, 112 to 111. Okay, that one's not as fun. Okay, return to calendar. And is that going to be... That's everything played. Okay, so Bulls beat the Hornets 103 to 91. The Pistons beat the Pacers, I got it right, 109-81. Cavaliers 113-91 victory over the Magic. So it wasn't the Wizards. There you go. I'm learning. First home victory that we've seen. Toronto did one at home as well. The Nets were victorious over the Timberwolves 123 to 113. Grizzlies beat the Heat 135 to 112. That is an absolute demolition job there. The Heat only won the second quarter. Everything else was heavily favoured towards the Tennessee team there. Celtics, as we've seen, beat the 76ers 112 to 111. So there's a few more games still to go. Let's watch one more, shall we? And I think we will go for... Let's see what that one is. Wizards against the Mavericks? No, let's let's just simulate it. I can't. Let's just simulate through the rest of the day. So we will have. Oh, we'll just simulate the Knicks against the Spurs with Simcast. Here, we'll just go right to the very end. Actually, Nuggets at the Trailblazers. That seems to be, if it's in that order, then we're looking at simulate game. Here we go. Let's just go fastest. Oh, right, you can. It's just not as fun this way. Okay, so return to calendar. So let's just go to the rest of the games here. Where did we get to? So, the Mavericks start 1-0. They were 130 to 127 victors over the Washington Wizards. The Knicks start off poorly. They lose 104-110 on the road to the San Antonio Spurs. The Utah Jazz 106 to 87 victors over the OKC Thunder, and the Kings won on the road 141 to 130, nice high scoring affair there over the Phoenix Suns. And the last game of the day, the Nuggets also won on the road 123 to 90 over the Portland Trailblazers. So is that? I believe that might be everyone that could be everyone played. No, the Rockets haven't played. The Rockets haven't played there, so let me just go back to see standings. So, league standings, obviously only one game played. Golden State and the Rockets haven't played in the West by the looks of things, and in the East has everyone played. It's the Western Conference, these are all the divisions. Why can't I? Oh, it's the Trailblazers, that's why. Is there a way to see? Let's try and find somebody in the East then. The Wizards will be in the East, or the 76ers in the East. The Bucks and the Hawks haven't played in the East, so let's try and get everyone to a game here. So the Bucks, let's go to their calendar, daily view. Right, so let's try and get everyone to at least one game. And we'll start to see some stats come through as well, which will be nice. Again, please let me know. I've got very thick skin. Any constructive criticism, anything that you absolutely hated, just let me know. I really don't mind. So, how are we going to do it? Right, let's go with Bucks. Let's just go with Simcast as well, because I don't want the videos to drag on. And again, if you want to see some actual gameplay with it looks like the court view, then just let me know as well, and I can certainly do that. I know sometimes the text heaviness might not be to everyone's likings. So the last day that we're going to see the Pistons go to 1-1 with a defeat, so they drop to 1-1. They lose 139 to 106 against the Hawks at home. The Bucks and the Rockets play their first game of the season each. The Bucks won 124 to 15 on the road, and the Clippers bring themselves up to 1-1. They beat the Golden State Warriors 137 to 121. So a statement of intent there by the Clippers after losing their home opener. They go on the road to Golden State and beat them in a 16-point game. So that's game one for most of the teams. Obviously, there's not really much that we can point out at all just now, because team records is just going to show. No, that's just actual records. So there's not much that we can point out just now, because it is early days yet. There's only a handful of teams have played twice. I say handful. Only 2 teams have played twice. Everyone else has played once. So again, please provide feedback. What would you like to see? What do you not want to see ever again on the on the NBA simulation, and provide ideas for the other ones we're going to do. I'm looking to do hockey and baseball as well. Please provide feedback in the comments below. Also, if you liked what you've seen, please hit the like button and hit subscribe, and you'll get all the new videos dropping on. If you hit the notification bell, you will get a notification straight to your phone, or however you get your notifications, tablet, laptop, anything else otherwise. Hit that bell and you will know when another video is dropping. Also visit PlayStationNation.com. That will give you all the information on the website where to reach us. You'll see all the new articles dropping. You'll hear all the new podcasts that are dropping across the various feeds: the PlayStation Wrestling, Pop, and our brother and sister feeds, No So and the Jenny Position. We are still doing the tournament as well, so we've always got a tournament on the go. The one just now, if you're listening immediately, is the best song from a movie tournament. If you're watching this in the future, there's always tournaments on the go. We do love a tournament at Place to Be Nation, so be sure to join in on them. It is PTBN Tournaments on Facebook. So yeah, other than that, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, leave a like. If you haven't, leave a comment. If you've liked it, leave a comment as well, because praise is always good. But other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon with the second episode.